Hello, Dillo here, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the nuts and bolts of how to put your stop animation project together. So let's say that you are wanting to create a stop animation project and you're not sure what kind of materials to use. So you can get as creative as possible as you want. For this, I have a few examples. You can use some kind of artistic paper as your background. You can use different little sheets of paper to create an animation of sorts, or you can use objects. In this case, I wanted to use coffee spilling across a sheet of paper to show the way that hate speech and unkind words can spread. So we created a stop animation of that and slowly animated the picture of the liquid spreading. So you can use stop motion animation by using one of these little handy notepads or something similar. Just change the image each time. These are helpful because you can draw an image on the bottom, and then once you put the next paper down, you'll see the image underneath, and then you can just change it a little bit. A consideration is that whenever you take these pictures, it's good to have your camera in the same place each time to prevent too much jerkiness and movement in your photo. So now let's talk about taking images and getting them into your computer. So what I recommend doing is saving all of your images to a file. So you can use your Chromebook to take these images, or you can take the images on your phone. And if you're using an iPhone, then you can save them to the iCloud and then upload them to your Google Drive from there. Or if you are using your Chromebook, which I recommend doing because it's simple, you can just simply save the files to your Chromebook. And then when you take your pictures, you can click on apps and then files and then find your images. I recommend that you put them all in one folder. And the way that you do that is you click Save Image As, and then this will pop up, and then on this folder, on the bottom left, New Folder, and then you would save your folder. So for example, I might create a new folder and call it Stop Motion Pics. And boom, there it is. And you can click on it, and then you could drag any files here that you want. But these photos may not upload in the order that you want them to. So in order to get them in the order, you might have to rename them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so that they show up in chronological order. If you're using a Mac, you can just go to your files, and the process is pretty much the same. You just click on your files and select them and upload them. So let's say I want to add all of these photos to my WeVideo. Well here, I already have some images here. So let's say I just want to add more images. So what I would do is I would go to my photos, and then you can see I have photos here. And let's say I want to take just these last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos here and do those. So I would click the ship button. And if I click on one photo and then I click on the last photo, you can see that all of the photos automatically connect. Okay, so these are all selected. So now I can drag and drop them over here to a Google folder, or I can drag and drop them to WeVideo. But I will also show you a way to add your media here. So you click on My Media, and then you get this screen, and then you can click Import, and then you can hit Browse to select, and this will show you all the photos that are on your computer. So like if you have all your photos in a folder, for example, you could go to that folder, and then all of the images show up here. So again, you can click Shift and then click the first photo, and then click the last photo, and then click open, and they will all show up. The other way that you could do this potentially is to hit import, and there's all kinds of options here. You could import images from your Google Drive, Dropbox, from your iCloud, OneDrive, Facebook, from Instagram, anywhere. Okay, so now that you've got your photos, let's say you want to create your video. So let's say I'm going to take these videos here that are uploading, and it could take a while, so I recommend not waiting until 11:30 to turn these in. But once they're uploaded, I'm just waiting for the last one to upload here. It's almost there. Oh, okay, and they're just processing now. And there's 1, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 left. Boom. Now I can click on the first one, and then I can press and hold down on the shift button. And then I can click on the last one. It selects all of them for me. And then I can just click on them, hold the button down, and drag them over here. Now when I do that, a little screen's gonna pop up, and it's going to ask me how long I want each photo to show up. Now 5 seconds is a long time. We want to do 12 frames per second. So that's 0.8 pictures per second. And then I will click there's 2 decimal points there. That's not going to work. And done. And then if I click on the file, okay, I see that doesn't have the speed that I wanted, so I'll need to, let's go back and delete these and do that again and see if we can't troubleshoot and see what went wrong. So there's the first one, and then hit the shift button, and then click the last one, and then drag them all down here. And then the duration should be 0.8. Actually 0.08 is what we want, and then done. Now let's try that. Okay, and now you can see we have the image show up. And if it's not showing up in the right spot, like we have that little black thing, you can drag it over to the very start of the video. And there's our video. And if you want to see what the full video would look like, let's go to our dashboard. I do recommend that you name your project so that you know where you're going with it. And then you can see that here's the image here. And this is a little bit of how it would look like. For this project, there's about 83 images, and that lasts a total of about 60 seconds. So you think about that when you're doing this. Also think about how much you want the motion, the picture to be moving around. Think about what you want to be inside of the frame. All right. Email me if you have any questions. All right, bye-bye.